By 2026, the metrics governing business growth are diverging. For many operators, adding headcount or increasing hours causes operations to lock up rather than scale. This leaves you caught in a difficult trade-off between the high costs of human-heavy sales and the low-touch nature of automated software. To see why this happens, we can map operational effort against revenue predictability. Most companies are currently stuck in this bottom right quadrant. They are expending massive amounts of energy for returns that remain completely unpredictable. Escaping this trap requires a shift in how you view your organization. You move toward the system, a model where recurring, automated processes decouple your growth from your manual output. Today, we're analyzing the specific metrics of PLG, SLG, and AI automation to help you build the right hybrid architecture for your business stage. Surviving 2026 isn't a matter of working harder. It's about choosing a growth engine that allows revenue to scale without a linear increase in time. Product-led growth, or PLG, relies on the product itself to drive acquisition. It's an efficient way to target broad markets with entry prices under $100 a month, spreading virally through teams. The standard benchmark for this model is a 9% median free-to-paid conversion rate. It typically takes users several days of exploration to find the value required to upgrade. However, this model often hits what we call the enterprise ceiling. Growth stalls because larger organizations require human intervention for things like security reviews and complex onboarding. This friction is why we're seeing the rise of agent-led growth. Instead of the user learning the software, an AI agent operates the tool on their behalf. This shift changes the math of activation. By automating the work, you reduce the time to value from days down to minutes. In practice, this results in conversion rates between 25 and 30%, moving well past the friction points that limit traditional software. But there is a hidden cost to this speed. When an agent does the work, the user never builds the habitual muscle memory that comes from actually learning the product. While agent-led systems lower acquisition costs and accelerate growth, they risk creating a fragile customer base that lacks deep organic loyalty. On the other side of the spectrum is sales-led growth. This is the world of enterprise giants like Salesforce, built on high-touch human relationships. Here, you use dedicated reps to map your solution to the specific, multi-layered problems of an enterprise client, addressing the pain points that a self-serve tool can't see. The financial profile of this model is heavy. You're looking at a $25,000 median contract value, but it costs $8,000 to acquire that lead, and it takes 60 to 180 days to close the deal. For a scaling company, this model presents a problem. Revenue and sales headcount move in parallel. You cannot grow your income without a proportional increase in your staff. This human capital bottleneck is also present in the traditional agency model, where firms charge between $2,500 and $15,000 for one-off project builds. These projects provide necessary cash flow, but they often result in a transactional cycle that makes your monthly revenue difficult to forecast. Advanced firms use performance-based pricing, taking a percentage of the savings they generate. But this requires a level of trust and ROI tracking that is difficult for most new agencies to maintain. Human-led models deliver high contract values and build trust, but as you scale, they will eventually place a heavy burden on your profit margins. Based on the ceiling of pure PLG and the high costs of pure SLG, the most durable companies in 2026 operate a hybrid motion. We can use this decision matrix to find the right path for your situation. It starts with this central node. What is your primary constraint? If you're a bootstrap founder, your branch is on the left. Your primary constraint is cash flow. Your playbook is to use large setup fees from one-time projects to fund your operations, then transition those clients into monthly maintenance retainers to build stability. If you're a scaling SaaS company, you take the middle path. You need high volume with low acquisition costs. You use agent-led growth to deliver value instantly, then deploy a human sales team only when the software detects an expansion signal. For these segments, automation is used to find or fund the human relationships, rather than trying to replace them. The final branch is for enterprise architects with complex products and very high contract values. Maintain your high-touch sales process to build trust, but use internal automation to organize data and drive down your $8,000 acquisition cost. Success in 2026 relies on a specific allocation of resources. You build automated systems to handle the volume and complexity, which preserves your human capital for the specific moments where a machine cannot build trust. To survive the growth dilemma, you must structure your business to relentlessly automate the process while fiercely humanizing the relationship.